Hey everyone, it's iTalk Apple. Today's video is which Mac laptop is right for you. I made a video in the past about which Mac in general is right for you, but since that video, most of the Macs have been updated, and I feel like there's so much to cover with the Macs now that I would separate like which Mac is right for you video into two videos. So this video is all about Mac laptops, and I'll do one in the future about desktops, probably after the iMac is updated again. So if you're watching this video, you've already decided that you want a portable Mac. By the way, if you see me looking down, it's because I do have notes because there's a lot to cover. So universal features of every portable Mac, I'm going to go over those first. Every Mac notebook has a unibody enclosure. What this means is that the laptop was created out of like one piece of hardware instead of a bunch of little pieces, which is a nice feature. They feel sturdier that way. The construction of Macs in general is obviously really nice. That's why they're more expensive than PCs, or one of the reasons. And yeah, so that's a feature that every Mac that I'm going to talk about today has, along with a built-in camera for video chat, a photo booth, recording a video, taking pictures, anything like that. You can use the built-in camera. They all feature a multi-touch glass trackpad, and they're all really big trackpads. The trackpad itself is all one button. There's not like a separate button. So the whole trackpad serves as a button, and it also supports multi-touch gestures. So what that means is it's really useful for easy navigation and productivity. You can use 2 fingers to scroll up and down on a web page. You can use 3 fingers to go back and forward in your browser. You can access expose and spaces with gestures. There's zooming in pictures, and even on web pages you can zoom in. And finally, the last thing that is included with every Mac notebook is iLife. It's actually included on every Mac. It's a software suite of mostly, I'd say, creative applications like iMovie for video editing, iPhoto for photo organization, and a little bit of photo editing. So now that you know what every portable Mac comes with, I'm going to start going over your options. The first option that I'm going to go over is the MacBook. The MacBook starts at $999. It's got a unibody enclosure like the rest of the Macs. However, this Mac is a white polycarbonate unibody enclosure, whereas the rest of the Macs are aluminum. It's got a 13-inch LED backlit display and 7-hour battery life. Those are some of the features. It's got your standard Intel dual-core processor. I think they're like 2.4 gigahertz. I'll have the specs displayed on the screen so you can see. You can always change some options when you're configuring your MacBook on Apple's website, so you can upgrade like hard drive space and memory. But for the most part, the MacBook is your standard notebook. Who's the MacBook for? I'd say the MacBook is for the average computer user. The average computer user is somebody who surfs the net, who checks their email, who likes watching videos online, maybe stores some of their own on their computer, has a music library, stores photos on their computer, maybe uses the iLife suite for some editing of home videos or family pictures, things like that. Your basic average computer user. It's also suitable for students, kids. Most people would be more than satisfied with a regular MacBook. Although the MacBook is definitely a capable machine, it won't be productive to use it for really processor-intensive tasks like gaming and professional high-end software. Your next option is the MacBook Air. The MacBook Air comes in 2 varieties. You've got the 11-inch version or the 13-inch version. The 11-inch version starts at $999, and the 13-inch version starts at $1,299. So both of these laptops have a few things in common. They both have widescreen glossy LED backlit displays, and they're high resolution. So although, for example, the 11-inch has only an 11-inch display, it seems bigger because the resolution is so high. You can fit a lot more on the screen than you would think. Both use flash memory, which means that they're going to have really fast boot up times. Apple kind of calls it an instant on feature, and they're going to be snappier than you would expect, considering their processor speeds are under 2 gigahertz. Don't judge them by the processor speed, because flash storage is actually twice as fast as a conventional hard drive. Neither of the MacBooks have optical drives, which means that if you have a CD and you want to import music from a CD, you can't stick it into your computer. But you can buy a separate optical drive from the Apple Store, or they call it a super drive. However, nowadays I don't think that optical drives are necessary really, because so many people use iTunes or other services to download music, movies, videos, all of that. So it's not like a must-have feature. And of course, the MacBook Air, both versions are super thin and super portable. Both are extremely light. They're both in the 2-pound range. Obviously, the 11-inch version is lighter than the 13-inch version. But if you are looking for a notebook that you can really carry around wherever you go, the MacBook Air is a great choice. It's Apple's most portable notebook. Comparing the 11-inch and the 13-inch models, the 11-inch model has a shorter battery life at 5 hours, whereas the 13-inch model has a 7-hour battery life. The 11-inch model comes in, I guess it's slower than the 13-inch model processor-wise. I'll have the specs on screen so you can compare, but the 13-inch model, you can upgrade the storage to like 128 or 256 gigabytes. I'd recommend the 11-inch model for any computer user, just like the MacBook. I think anybody would be really happy with a MacBook Air, but it's especially suited for people who travel, business people who are always on the go, going to airports, in the car, always moving. It's also great for students who want to carry something really light in their backpack. The 11-inch model is actually, I think, the best portable Mac for anyone in general. The 13-inch model is also great for any Mac user, but it's also good for more professional users as a secondary machine. So let's say you're a photographer and you already have a Mac Pro or an iMac. The MacBook Air 13 or 11-inch model, but mostly the 13-inch model, would be a great secondary machine, because you could actually take it where you go to edit photos on the go, because it does have higher specs than the 11-inch model. Your final option if you're looking for a portable Mac is the MacBook Pro. They were just refreshed a few days ago, and now they're all super fast machines. If you are a professional looking for a portable Mac, this is the Mac that you're going to go with. And it comes in a 13-inch, 15-inch, and 17-inch model. They start at $1,249 for the 13-inch, $1,849 for the 15-inch, and $2,499 for the 17-inch model. Generally, as the screen size increases, so do your specs, which is why the price goes up for each screen size. The 17-inch model could serve actually as a desktop replacement, because it does have a quad-core processor, super fast, and you can get a lot of storage. Each MacBook Pro has a built-in HD FaceTime camera which records 720p video. It's great for video chatting because you'll get higher quality as well. A really new feature in the MacBook Pros is what they call Thunderbolt, which is a new port and new technology. MacBook Pros are currently the only computer that uses technology, and it's really high-speed data transfer, so it's better than USB 2.0, kind of like an alternative to USB 3.0, I'm pretty sure. The data transfer speeds are 20 times faster than USB, so hard drives, external hard drives, are going to be taking advantage of this pretty soon. Going over the specs of the MacBook Pros, the 13-inch model comes with either a Core i5 or Core i7 dual-core processor, so they're really fast, but they're not quad-core. And the 15-inch and 17-inch models both come with the quad-core i7 processor. Obviously, the MacBook Pro is Apple's most powerful portable Mac, And if you are a professional or use high-end software or just want a really fast machine, then the MacBook Pro is going to be the computer for you. So who's the MacBook Pro for exactly? Well, I'd say that pretty much anybody who needs that kind of power, like a gamer, a professional, like content creator, like photographer, video editor, or somebody who really doesn't want to have to worry about buying a new computer in a few years. The 15 and 17-inch models are definitely aimed more at the pro market or prosumer market, which is like you're a consumer but you do use high-end software or you do processor intensive tasks, or if you're a gamer. So that's my opinion on each of Apple's laptop options. But now going over like the big picture again, if you're an inexperienced computer user, or if you're the average computer user who just goes on the internet, checks your email, listens to music, watches videos, then the MacBook or the MacBook Air is a good choice for you. If you're more of, along with a student or children also, a MacBook or MacBook Air is good for you. If you're more of a prosumer, so somebody who wants to go beyond the iLife applications, who does more processor intensive tasks, then I'd say the MacBook, you're like the higher end if you kind of configure the MacBook with like 4 gigs of RAM and more hard drive space, then that would be okay. But I'd say that the 13-inch MacBook Pro is a good option, or even the 15 or 17-inch if you're willing to spend that kind of money. If you are a gamer or a professional, then the 15-inch model or 17-inch MacBook Pro is definitely the option for you. Or if you're professional but you already have a desktop and you're looking for a companion, then I'd say that the 13-inch MacBook Air is a great option because of the flash storage and its portability. Like I've mentioned earlier in the video, I think that the MacBook Air right now is a great option for pretty much anybody. And yeah, so that's it for this video. That's what I think about Apple's lineup for the portable Mac. If you're new to the Mac side of things and you're ready to buy one, then I recommend purchasing off of Apple.com, going into an Apple retail store, or if you want to save some money, then you can buy one off of Amazon.com or MacMall.com. But I do think for a new user, it's probably best to go into an Apple retail store so you can, get help and stuff like that. If you think the audio quality is bad in this video, I'm actually not using my Yeti microphone because I'm using my camera to record the video and not my computer. So sorry if the audio quality is not that great. And if you do want to see a desktop comparison, let me know. I'll probably do one anyways in the future when the iMacs are updated, but I just want to know if that's a video you guys want to see. And yeah, thanks very much for watching. Let me know in the comments if this video has helped you choose a Mac laptop or what. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope it's helped you guys, and I'll see you in my next one.